It's Friday, February 28th, and it's time for your weekly recap. As you may notice, I am not in the usual Magic Geek video studio. I actually took this week to go to Utah and do 3 magic shows, and it was a blast, and I got to meet some of you guys, and Magic Geek has been very cool about letting me go and do these performances, and I hope to do a lot more. So that's why I'm in a weird spot. Nate D, when I'm performing and I do a pick a card and I will know it trick, when I'm done, they always say, can you read my mind? But I don't have a trick that allows me to do that. Do you have any really good ones? Thanks, smiley face. A couple things that might get you out of this jam is like a Swami writer would be really good. And helpful, which would allow you to make it look like you've written down information before you actually have. And a peek style wallet would also work really well, learning some ways of peeking information ahead of time. One of my favorite peek wallets personally is the Telethought wallet. I think that thing is genius and works really well. Alchk 19. What's the perfect moment to do a prediction? I mean, if I'm doing an impromptu trick and before anything I say that I wrote a prediction, my force can fail and I'm screwed up. But if I ask them to take a card and I write the prediction, they say the deck was ordered, you peeked. I took the one you wanted me to. What do I do? Cat face, big smiley face, smiley written down wrong on porpoise. I think that there are different ways to set up your prediction for different types of effects. Within your comment, wrote out 2 different scenarios that people might be suspicious of. So having an open prediction, a prediction that's out there saying this is my prediction, we'll come back to that later, and then coming back to it might work better for certain tricks, and for other tricks it might be better to, at the end of having them select a card or whatever, once you know that the technique that you had to do worked, then you can bring out the prediction and say, I've had this prediction here this whole time, and then go into it. I don't think that there is one way that is better than the other. I think an open prediction or a closed prediction works based on the setup, the audience, and what type of trick you're doing. So it's really a case-by-case basis, and you should try them out to find out what works best for you in the scenario that you're in. It's time for us to do our final phase of the video competition. A lot of you have posted videos here on YouTube for this competition, and I just want to say thank you. It was a blast going through all the different videos and seeing your interpretations of my magic tricks. Very, very cool. Thank you for participating. We have 3 runners-ups that we're going to post right now, and it is your job to vote. And if you are one of these runners-ups, or you like one of them and really want them to win, have your friends come on and vote for your favorite. So here are the 3 people that we've picked. The first is 444RR. The next is Kaisala, I think is how you say your name. Your name's going to be up on the screen here, so I don't need to pronounce it correctly, but I'd like to. So that's number 2, and the last one is Ryan Hardy. Congratulations to you 3. Here's what's going to happen. There are links to each of those videos right now. All you have to do is click directly on them, and it will take you to that video. Watch the videos, watch all 3, decide which one's your favorite, and write in the comment section down below here the first name of the one you like the best. So it could be 444RR, Kaisala, I'm not quite sure how to say your name, but it doesn't matter. Write that down in the comment section if that's your favorite, or Ryan. So those are the 3. Good luck to all 3 of you, and I'm looking forward to tallying up the votes and seeing who our grand prize winner is. Mr. Gouge Boston, hi Chris, what's the best way to predict somebody's name without spying on them days before the show? There's a few ways of doing it. Really the best and most direct way is to talk to somebody that is with that person and get their name. If you're working in a restaurant environment, you can ask the waiter. You can sort of weasel your way into finding out their name ahead of time. If you're in a street environment, you're just meeting them for the first time, there's no real way to kind of do that that pre-show work. You could use a Peak wallet and have them write down their name as a part of a trick, as an unimportant part of a trick. It's something like, okay, write down your name and then write down a shape, and then through the act of getting that shape and really having them focus on that and having them sign the prediction, then you'll also know their name. So those are kind of my best solutions to that particular problem. Miles from Facebook: hey Chris, can you recommend any prediction tricks that don't require forces? Thanks, hope to hear from you. If you're trying to not use forces in a card setting, any sort of card to impossible location can be treated like a prediction. So instead of having a card look like it's traveled from one place to another, you would say, I have this wallet, it's been here this entire time. You have someone pick a card, any card they want, and then you're able to open up the wallet and have a folded up, make it look like it's from a different deck, folded up card that is their card. You can also use Swami type writers to create the illusion that you have written something down ahead of time and only gotten the information from them at that moment. So both of those are really good ways of not using a force but still having a prediction-like effect. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. I want to thank you very much for watching the weekly recap. Please join us next week when we find out the winner of the video competition that we're doing, as well as talk about rubber band magic. So if you have questions on rubber band magic, please leave them in the comment section down below, or on Twitter, Facebook, or the Magic Geek blog. We also could talk about whatever else you want to talk about, so we're not limited by that. Be sure to leave a comment and vote, and leave a comment asking a question, and I will see you next week.